Shame is a liar. That's what it does. It lies. It tells you that you're too small. It tells you that you're unworthy. It tells you nobody would listen to you. Nobody cares what you have to say. It tells you that your past is too shameful, is too gross for you to make any difference in any other person's life. It tells you that people like you don't make it. People like you are not worthy of walking in your calling. But we all know who tells lies. That's the enemy. And shame is one of his greatest weapons. Welcome to my channel. My name is Florence and this is The Called Woman. In this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you the only thing you have to do to break free from shame. Shame, like any other emotion, is just an emotion. It's a feeling. It's not always reality. In fact, it's never reality. Shame can come from how you look. It can come from something that happened to you that you are not guilty of in any way. It can come from something you did, a mistake you made in the past. It could stem from past trauma, past pain, things that people have told you in your life that you have now internalized and allowed to become your identity. Shame distorts your personality, distorts your identity. It makes you live and move in a way that is not true to who you really are. And so today, we're going to break that shackle of shame off your life so that you can step boldly into your calling as God's child and begin to make the impact that you were called and created to make in this world. This video is not about going back to your childhood to find out where the shame came from or what you can, how you can psychoanalyze your way out of shame. I just want to tell you that that is an option, but that's going to take you a long time because exposing where the shame came from does not, maybe it will help you a little to understand what is going on, but that does not necessarily guarantee that you're going to be free of the shame. Shame is a weapon that the enemy uses to manipulate us, to believe something other than what God has spoken over our lives. So breaking free from shame starts with you recognizing that shame is just like any other emotion. It's like fear, it's like joy, it's like anything at all, any kind of feeling that you've ever experienced. And that is all that it is, a feeling. That means that you don't have to engage with it. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to listen to that thought in your mind that tells you that you are unworthy. I had an experience with shame not very long ago. I went through a period in my life where I was so stressed. And as a result of this stress, I added about 30 kilograms extra of body weight. And it was a very brutal time for me because I didn't recognize myself anymore. Looking in the mirror, I'll be like, who are you, madam? And because of that, I felt like I needed to hide. I didn't even want to speak to the people that I knew. I had appointments that would have changed my life, opportunities that I lost because I was so ashamed. I didn't want to go out because I was so big, at least in my own eyes. And that taught me a very important lesson. I held back from starting things that I knew that God wanted me to do because I didn't want to be seen. And that experience really helped me sympathize with people who are going through a lot of, shame that keeps them stuck because you are hiding from the very opportunities that have the potential to set you free. And so today, the only hack that I'm going to share with you, which was what I did, was that I finally decided that enough was enough. I was not going to wait to lose all of that weight before I did what I needed to do. And so I just stepped out and did what I needed to do in spite of how I felt. So stop trying to take away the shame. I don't want to feel ashamed anymore. I want to work on the shame before I go out and do what I'm supposed to do. You're wasting time. The only way you overcome that shame is to go out and do what you need to do. What is God calling you to do today? Is He calling you to start a YouTube channel? Then it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you have acne all over your face. It doesn't matter if you've gotten so much bigger. It doesn't matter if your English language is not fluent. You have to step out and do that thing. Because it's in doing that thing that you will be set free. That you provide a new reference point for your brain, that you are not whatever it is that happened to you in the past. You are not whatever it is you are ashamed of right now. You are not whatever it is that people have spoken over your life. You are who you say you are. You are who God says you are. Whatever God has called you to do, that is what you are going to do. So the only way to quickly disengage and detangle yourself from shame and step confidently into your calling is to step into it. That's it. That's the fastest route. The fastest route between A and B is A and B. You don't need to go around it. You don't need to go do long therapy. You can do that. That is awesome. It's fantastic. But if you want to fulfill God's calling on your life and you feel that shame is holding you back, the only way to break out of that shame and begin to do the work which God has called you to do is to begin to do the work. That's it. There's no hack. That's the hack. So what are you going to do today? What has God called you? What is God putting on your heart? How is God calling you to develop your talent, develop your gift? How is God calling you to serve other people? What are you going to do today after watching this video to begin to fulfill that calling? Because you have to start working in that calling for the doors of blessings and opportunities and everything that you need and have ever prayed for to open up for you. Let us know in the comment below what you plan to do about it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.